What's up, everybody? It's Friday. Just got paid. Friday night. Ooh, they having a yard sale. Look like a bunch of junk though. Anywho, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday to you. You made it through the week. Some of y'all, every Friday is your weekend now since this pandemic. But I just wanted to come and do a video just to, talk about opportunities and ideals. Since the pandemic has hit, like, what's some of the things that y'all been doing? I know I kind of mentioned or hit on it a little bit before, but what honestly really have you been doing, during this time? Have you been home doing nothing? Were you still working? If you had any ideas about, being business owners or writing books or making an investment or starting a podcast, YouTube channel, whatever it is, did you do anything? Whether it was, taking advantage of making masks or making clothes or t-shirts, this whole pandemic has shown me a lot personally as far as what you can do as a person, how we are the only ones stopping us. You are the only one stopping you. And a lot of us, we have been sitting on gifts and talents for so many years because we so scared, about, well, I don't think anybody's going to buy it. Nobody's going to want to read my book. Nobody's going to want to watch or listen to my podcast. Nobody's going to subscribe to my channel. Nobody's going to buy my clothes. Nobody's going to do this. Nobody's going to do that. And that's the wrong thing to be worried about. Okay? The thing that you should be worried about is doing it, is getting it started. Like, what are you waiting on? It's people that reached out to me months ago about TLC products and that they wasn't sure, or they were scared, or does it really work, or, is this something that you have to be on the rest of your life? Or the main thing they want to know is, well, what's in it? What's in it? So now that you talk about it's healthy, you asking what's in the detox tea or what's in the Nutriverse. But when you roll to McDonald's and Burger King, and when you roll up to Sweet Frog and to all these other restaurants and Got Fish and all that, you don't ask them what's in their sauce, what's in their burgers, and what's in their drinks, and you don't ask them the ingredients in their stuff. But it's just mind-blowing to me that when it comes to being healthy and taking care of yourself, and everybody want to be, well, what's in it? I'm not sure. But you ain't asking that cheeseburger, but you know what I mean? Like, that's just crazy to me. But we have to change our frame of mind and the way we think and how we do stuff. And we just got to take action and do it. My saying is, get it done. Like, do it. We're the only ones that's stopping us. This whole opportunity, like this whole pandemic, I could have just been like, what, that's enough. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Because our family, I'm not even going to say tragedy, but, around this time last year, things started to go downhill for our family. My husband started losing his jobs in July 2019. He kept getting laid off, contract after contract he was losing. And then, I was already in and out of work because of my back, and I was being treated, and the treatment was well. And then September, I came into work and fell and hurt my back tremendously. It was 10 times worse than what the initial injury was. And, workers' comp that we think is so great and wonderfully set up for us, it was a back and forth battle for them. They didn't want to treat me. They kept trying to send me back to work. I had to end up going to my own doctors. They took me out of work. Then workers' comp took me out of work. Then workers' comp called. They denied my claim. So I'm out of work for 2 months with no money coming in. On top of my husband in and out of work with no money coming in, got a family to feed, and bam, job tells me, oh, well, we accept your voluntary resignation. What? Ended up having to have back surgery, then we end up December having to move, Because at that time, the rental lady was like, look, you know, hey, and that was a blessing too. We ain't paid her rent in almost 6-7 months, and she was just like, listen, if y'all move by December, all that will be forgiven. And I'm like, wow, God. Now, we could have looked at it as being depressed and upset, but for someone to say, hey, you move, all that is forgiven. Thank you, Jesus. You know, but God just, he really worked it out, because we found, you know, somewhere to go. And even through that time, it was like a peace that came over us. You know, it was like almost a vacation. You know, even though, you know, we didn't have no set income coming in, it was like a peace was over our family. You know, peace was over our marriage. You know, we was able to work on our marriage more. And when I say that because, you know, when you have two people in a household that's working different shifts, different schedules, and it's constantly going, work, church, football games, conferences, this meeting, that meeting, work, you know, and it's two different shifts, so you gone, you sleep, or she sleep, you home, you know, it's just all kind of different things. And, you know, we were able to really enjoy that time together. And, you know, we focused on each other, we focused on family more, you know. And even with family, you know, a lot of times it's always go, or, you know, we around, but everybody's on their phone. So we utilize that time, and God brought us together as a family unit again to slow us down even then, before this pandemic happened. You know, we were slowed down even then. You know, so it was like we was ahead of the curve in a sense. You know, we was at a Airbnb by the water. You know, like I said, it was like a family vacation. It was just like, wow, God, we didn't know what our next destination, you know, was going to be. But we wasn't stressed, and it was all because of, you know, God's grace and his peace and his love. And I really thank him even today tremendously from the bottom of my heart. Like, God is so amazing, and I don't care who says God ain't real, don't want to believe, that's your business. But in my business and my experience, guess what? God is real. He has covered us, protected us, and he has provided for us. You know, just listen, that's a whole nother testimony video in itself. You know, so even, you know, to this day right now, how we're still, you know, surviving and pushing forth, and, you know, how our oldest son, you know, has a car and got his license, and just amazing how, you know, God is just like he's speeding things up, and things are just like bam, bam happening, you know. And I just look at everything from when my husband lost his job, from when I lost my job, and it was just like, wow, you know, God was saying, listen, daughter, listen, son, you know, y'all are praying to go this way to the right. You're praying for entrepreneurship, you're praying for business ownership, and you're praying, you know, to work for yourselves, and you're praying to be debt free, but you keep running to the left, you keep running to go clock into that 9 to 5, you keep running to go clock into that 7 to 3, you keep picking up hours, and you're working overtime, and you're tired, you don't feel good, you're overworked, your back is hurting, or well, my husband at the time, his hip was hurting, and you know, we missing this and missing that, or, you know, you work so hard for these companies, and then when you want to take off, or your child is sick, it's a problem. You know, it's oh, you can't take off, or you just requested off, or, you know, it's always something with these companies. And God was like, y'all keep running here to the left because you're so bent on or comfortable, that's your blanket, because you know at the end of 2 weeks you got a check coming in, but you don't want to trust me, you don't want to have faith. I'm trying to get you to the right. You got to have faith in me. You got to trust me. I will provide. And that's what I got out of this whole situation. Now, yes, I went through the, you know, depression, and, you know, I was emotionally eating, and I gained weight, and, you know, it was a battle. It wasn't easy. But then that's when, you know, TLC came into place, and I started seeing the detox. See, I'd known about TLC, you know, years ago, and I just started seeing that go by on social media, you know, TLC, detox, and I was like, well, you know what, I prayed about it, and I said, you know what, God, I'm going to make this investment. I'm going to invest in my health, because I'm tired of having these migraines every single day. I'm tired of being overweight and just feeling inflamed and bloated and don't have energy to do anything. And I said, let me give it a try. I'm not doing nothing else. I don't have a job. You know, all my certifications expired. So even if I wanted to go back, I couldn't. And I can't anyway because of my back. Excuse me. So I invested in myself. You know, and that was one of the greatest things that I've ever done. That investment in myself. I got my detox tea. I began to lose weight. My migraines began to decease. And instead of having 5 to 7 migraines a week, I went a whole month without a migraine. And I mean, it was just amazing. And those of you that have migraines, y'all know it's bad. The nausea, the vomiting, the sensitivity, the light, and it's just horrible. So, you know, my skin began to clear up, and I began to shed pounds. The bloating was gone, and my stomach was going down, and, you know, I was able to make a total life change. And, you know, I'm now, you know, plant-based. I'm still transitioning because, you know, it is a transition. So I'm trying to find some good cheese and good egg substitutions, you know, so we can fully make that change. But we're pretty much almost there. You know, a lot of the foods we eat is vegetables and, you know, mushrooms. But that's what total life change is about, a total lifestyle change. And a lot of people don't understand that. You know, it's an opportunity, you know, for you to get your health together, number one. And number two, is an opportunity for you to have another way to make money. You get your own website. Everything is drop ships. We have trainings and different little competitions and get bonuses and things. And it's all about how you work and network your business. I'm not making no medical claims. I'm not making no income claims because everybody is different. Everybody's hustle is different. Everybody's body is different. And it's all about what you put into it. It's all about your consistency. You know, please don't be like some of these people that they get the products and they'll still be eating a hot mess and they don't want to work out. And when I say working out can be anything just simple as walking. You know, they don't want to exercise. Or some people be like, oh girl, just to get the sale, oh, you ain't got to exercise. Look, this is not a weight loss tea. It's called a detox. You're detoxing your upper and lower intestines. It's cleaning out every toxin and parasite and undigested food that may be stuck up in your gut that's not being pushed out like it should be. You know, and I just can't imagine how some people don't want to have a bowel movement. Like, bro, come on. That's toxic waste. That's how your body eliminates toxic waste being in your body. So imagine all that stuff just sitting up in your system. If you're not going to the bathroom every day, going and flowing in your bloodstream, and people wonder why they're sick, you know, wonder why they got headaches all the time, wonder why they have bad breath and different things. But it's a total lifestyle change. And if you're not really to commit to that change and be consistent, then do not get into products. Do not badmouth the company. You know, it's an opportunity. Open book for any and everybody. You know, if you say, well, I want to, no, it's another part-time job if you want to. You know, every bag of tea you sell, every bottle of NutriBurst you sell, that's $20. If you have your account set on daily pay, if you sell a bottle of NutriBurst today, you'll have $20 in your account tomorrow. If you sell 5 bottles of NutriBurst, that's $100 that'll be in your account tomorrow. But it's totally up to you what you want to do with it. You will be an independent distributor for Total Life Changes. Your website, your networking, your marketing. It's all about what you want to do. Health is wealth. You say, Erica, I ain't got time for all, I don't want to do all that. Okay, well, get yourself healthy. Get yourself wealthy. Get on that start. You know, and even if you already, well, I'm already plant-based, so I'm already vegan, it's still good that you at least detox once or twice a year. But not even, you know, more so, not just thinking about total life changes, but, you know, what is something that you've been wanting to do, or God's been calling you or pulling you to do, and you're just so scared to do it because you're so connected, you know, to this job, to this corporation, because you know at the end of the 2 weeks you're going to have, oh, that's a guaranteed paycheck, that's a guaranteed paycheck. Or you feel like, you know, TLC and these other companies are scams, pyramid schemes. It ain't no different than your 9 to 5. Because your 9 to 5, you got to start out entry level. You got to work so many hours to keep your benefits. You got to put in shift bids to change your shift, and you know, you work so hard for these people, and then when you want or need a day off, they don't want to give it to you, you know, or you got to go through hell and high water to even be considered to, you know, get a promotion or a pay raise. Or you spend your time working there for 3 to 5 years. You don't miss no time. You require and obey all the rules, and everybody be out of uniform. You the only one that come to uniform and show up and do everything you supposed to do. Then a promotion come up and you don't get it, and they give it to somebody else that don't look like you, that have come to work, that's been there lesser, or you know, than you. You've been there the longest, and they don't want to give it to you. What do you think that is? That's a pyramid scheme. Or they say, well, we'll make you salary. So then now they really using your hind parts because you salary, and no matter if you work 10, 12, 15, 16 hours, you still getting that same amount of money. So to me, I feel like they getting over on you because they can utilize you by any means necessary, because you're a supervisor, manager, assistant manager, whatever, and you sign that paper saying you're going to be salary. So no matter what, you got to go in, you got to answer that call, you got to go in there on your day off, see what's going on, and you still getting the same thing. But y'all don't see that as a problem.